Okay, another sports quick clip, so to speak. Excuse the shadow. I'm not the best at lighting right now or whatever. This is all kind of spontaneous. So that book over there, where am I pointing, is to show you, I guess, show I like sports. Is Bo Knows Bo, right? Maybe the greatest athlete ever. Anyways, a thought for NBA. Two ideas. First, I'll knock out, you could say 4 ideas. The first 2, I think everybody agrees on. Get rid of the in-season tournament. That's goofy. The 9-10 seed addition to fight the 7 and 8 to make a new 7 and 8. That's just overthinking both of those things. Most people, I think, agree on that. Over 50%, I would assume. And maybe even more so once I give you these 2. Well, one main idea and then another playoff idea when necessary. Because, right, they're chasing for excitement. It's already an exciting sport, makes a lot of money, but that's just overreaching. The goofy in-season tournament and then the unnecessary 9-10 seeds fighting to take away 7-8 seeds over in one game. I just leave top 8 get in, okay? Don't get goofy. All right, Elams Ending. Look that up. ELAM as in, I guess, money. You can look that up. It's really cool. It gets rid of the boring endings. Now, I'm not saying all season and definitely not playoffs, but I think a great idea for excitement up until a month left of the regular season. Because that last month you want them to prep for traditional style of playoffs. And I think traditional style is good for playoffs. But to knock out so many boring endings and to increase viewership of games that's not even your team during the regular season, look up Elams Ending. I might be breaking down the details correctly. If not, you can always double check. Genius guy on the ending for a game. So once the clock stops after 4 minutes, first timeout or whatever, first clock stoppage, you scratch the clock. Then you add, look up the exact number. It's fine. It's perfect the way he made it. I'm assuming, I could be off, whatever. Let's say the team, you had 10 points to the leading team. So the score is 90-80. Clock stops, scratch the clock. So there's not that ticky-tacky foul and all this goofy, the last 4 minutes turns into 20 minutes unnecessarily. Scratch the clock. 90-80 is the score. All right, whoever's first to 100, 10 after 90, wins the game, right? That's so cool. So NBA, think about up until a month left of the season, because that's good to have that traditional style basketball and for the playoffs, and I think everybody's cool with that. But for more excitement, from game 1 to whatever month left in the season is, Elams Ending. I think that'd be great. All right, that's my main point here. Elams Ending for regular season until there's a month left. Second point, when necessary, because we've seen it this century a few times, if it's possible, let's say the 8th seed in one conference, just do the top 8 in. We've already discussed that, top 8 in. Let's say the 8th seed in one conference, whatever, you know what I mean, 8th seed in one conference is under 500. Like you haven't even won half your games. And what if, it's happened a couple times this century, the 9th seed in the other conference is at least 500 or better. So 2 options. They're going to replace them, right, for excitement. Like, they deserve it. All right. This isn't going to happen every year. But and keep the conferences because it's good for rivalry. I know some people are like, dude, 1 to 16? No, you'll take out the excitement of rivalries and history, et cetera. Keep the conferences for sure. But in the rare cases, it's happened a couple times, and I would assume, again, in the future, 8 seeds, not even at 500 over here. This conference had a better year. 9 seeds at 500 and won at least half their games. Let them replace them. Then decide how, right? Straight up is one option. They become the 8 seed over here. Another option is they could go as high as the 5th seed depending on their record. So let's say their record is so good that it's better than, we won't let them jump in the top 4, right? We'll make sure they're an away team no matter what. But it's better than the 5th seed over here. Well, they slide in as the 5th seed and the other 3, so to speak, slide down. So that might be even better. But either way, in the rare case, first and foremost, let's get back to 8 in each conference. Keep the conferences for rivalry's sake. But that'll be exciting. It's called the wild card year. It's not every year. You don't need wild card in NBA, except for this situation. Okay, so 8 seeds under 500. Your 9th seed over here Why are they out of the playoffs and they're in? It's like, nah, you didn't earn it. You didn't win half your games. They're going to replace you. You could replace them directly, but I think it'd be more fair to everybody in this conference. If they, let's say they're, whatever the record is, they can go high as the 5th seed based on their record. So keep that in mind. Elams Ending, regular season till a month left. Wild card when necessary, based on the 8th seed record over here. Well, sometimes I think we've seen this century 7th and 8th under 500 in the conference, and a 9th and 10th, or at least a 9th above 500. Let them replace them. If not directly in that slot, if their record's better than the others in that conference, bump them up to 5th in this conference. I guess there would be debate, though. Well, why don't you? Nah, just keep it simple. Keep it that way and let it play out. All right. Peace.